What's up, guys? Today I'm going to talk about CTEK, and the reason I want to talk about it is because it was a top gainer in pre-market. I'm sure there was some news, and I would actually like to check out the news, so let's check that out right now. CTEK, synergistic, how do you spell that? Synergistic, press releases. Synergistic. Yeah, I spelled it correctly, I think, yeah. Let's see, how come it rose in pre-market? I guess this is why. It says, leading cybersecurity firm helping more than 1,000 healthcare facilities navigate emerging security and privacy issues. Today announced Valley Health System. So bear in mind, this was a $1 stock and it jumped almost up $2. And serving North New Jersey, Southern New York, has joined the growing CTEK managed services client base. Under the terms of the agreement, Synergistic will maintain an active risk management program for the next 36 months by providing periodic, recurring, comprehensive assessment, security validation, advisory services. I don't understand, why is this breaking news? I don't know. Basically, leading East Coast-based health system leverages managed security service contract to help bolster. Oh wait, they're leveraging a managed security service contract to help bolster security and compliance program. It says Valley Health System chooses Synergistic for 3-year risk management program. That's why it rose $2. Okay. So I think the biggest takeaway from looking at the news is understanding why it rose and like looking for a reasonable reason. Like there has to be. It can't just be like they're gonna, sometimes there's a press release saying they're gonna release news about their earnings, and the earnings have not been released yet. Like that doesn't excite me. 3-year risk management program, choosing this company for that. That's huge. That means lots of money. That means investors going to get money. That means the price will probably rise because investors want some of that money. Because the company becomes more valuable, and then you want to be an investor. So it rose up to 2.7 whatever. It rose from $1 to almost $3. In my opinion, this is like clearly overbought, and it would just drop, right? And there's a chance that it could go up right here, but it really didn't have like a down and an up, or even a down and then kind of like, some consolidation sideways, whatever. It just kept going down, so, I probably would have waited until this point. I probably would have waited till it started to create some sort of a support, so I would buy around here. Or I would buy, I think, what the ideal point of buying was like right here. Like anything, like price hit this line, price hit this line, price starts to move up. As soon as price dropped, like if it dropped even this much, you would want to jump in. So for this chart, I would say the winning indicator would have been support and resistance, and sometimes that's the case. Many times that's the case, but not always. I'll show it to you. So it would have been somewhere around there. I will go back, and I'll play it out for you. Okay, so we can't see support just yet. Okay, support is kind of showing up at 1.54. Okay. And hits 1.54 and doesn't really want to go below it, does it? Wow, support has been established. Interesting. We should jump in, or we can. Or we can wait. Anyways, I'm not acting like I don't know the chart. I know the chart, so I'm just saying this was probably the best indicator to go off of. Another thing to go off of is the fact that the support this is another indicator I have for support and resistance. I call it mini support and resistance because like it shows more support levels. See, it shows more of them. And basically, when you get a really long one, that usually means the stock is going to go up, and it did over here. And look how it's getting longer and longer. So it may not be a bad time to buy. So that's what I would have gone with. And then another thing that I want to talk about is this new indicator that I created, and I can't take full credit for it because this guy asked a question in my Discord, and he was like, "How do I make this?" And I was like, "Well, you could just do this, this and that, and this and that, and this and that." And well, I didn't say it like that. I said like, "Oh, just you need to do this thing," and you would have got the same thing that I have right in front of me. But basically, what it tells me is the stock is in an uptrend, which is clear. You know, that's a huge rise. Totally smashed through the resistance level. This is a like amazing uptrend, and I'll show you with another indicator that I have. It will tell you how powerful the uptrend is. So go over here. No, not that one. This one. It says the uptrend strength is 193%. When it gets past 100%, this overall trend strength, you generally want to sell it unless you're dealing with something like, because basically you are getting this kind of return on your money. You're getting 193% on your money had you invested over here. Yeah, but like it could be way more than this. It all depends on the stock. Like, for example, SPI was 4,000. That was the overall trend strength it had. You wouldn't have sold at 200 or 300%. You would have kept on going with it. So, anyways, what my point was is support and resistance would have caught the best buy. And as for the best sell, I'm going to just get out of this mode. Yes, I want to get out of this mode. The best sell would have been over here and here. So two high points close to the resistance level previously, but not quite. And I could try to see what Fibonacci retracement levels would say, but I'm not interested in Fibonacci retracement levels. I haven't had, like, not that I haven't had much luck, but like I don't really trust them. So let's see what my guy says. The guy says this is a good time to sell, these are good times to sell, and this is a good time to sell. I think once you start to see less of a sell, so for example, I would have wanted to sell here. Okay, I probably would have wanted to buy again because it's like, or if I bought here, I would have held off on selling just because there's so many sell points. That's a very good sign. And then it went down again. Okay, no problem. Selling, lots of sell points. And then when you start to see green, you have to consider selling soon. There was no green here, so you didn't sell. There was a lot of green here. Well, not a lot, but it went down significantly. And this is kind of, you know, it's actually funny because you can actually find bearish divergence with MACD. So, for example, I mean, you can find divergence with every indicator. There's so many of them that you can use. But in this case, MACD is really, and also RSI. Wow, RSI too. Check this out, look. So RSI decreased, like the peaks decreased, and the price went higher. And there's only one good selling point mainly. And yeah, so I would say RSI divergence or MACD divergence, because you can see that the MACD level decreased, but the price went higher. So both of these would have been really good times to buy because it signals that the price will drop. Even though it's gone higher, the price will drop. And yeah, it could even switch trends. And it did switch trends. Switch trends right over here. Well, technically over here, but anyways. So, what else? What else? I would have been interested in this stock like very immediately. Not immediately, but like I would have recognized this as a stock that I want to get in. So I would have been okay with buying here because I could sell over here. Anytime I see this trend, this TU means it's an uptrend buy at this level. Look, so it basically tells me the next time you see a good buy point, like over here, there's going to be a pretty decent sell point. And it was 2.07. So from 1.58 to 2, that's like pretty much 50 cents on top of 150. So what is that in percent terms? That's like 1 over 3. So 30% gain. Okay, so then you have, then I would have relied on the support and resistance because I would have noticed. I mean, I think I would have noticed. And what else can we talk about here? Let's put it on, can we put it on auto? Would that do anything? No. I wouldn't have relied on volume because it's not too, oh, okay. I would have considered any of these greens as good buy points. And the reason for that is there's not too many, see, when you're reaching extreme lows, when you're reaching new lows, or not new lows, but like, basically extreme, so this is my price weighted volume action indicator. It's different from VWAP. It's not weighted, what is VWAP? Volume weighted. This is price weighted volume. So basically what it's telling me over here is that volume is way too low and it's going to keep decreasing. The volume of selling is way too high and it's going to keep increasing. So I wouldn't have bought in here. And I'm not just saying that because of this indicator. I'm just saying that purely based on this indicator. I'll tell you where I would have been interested to buy. I would have been interested to buy over here at 9:30, and I would have been interested to buy here at 10. Now let's look at the price. At 9:30, it was $1.83. So that's okay. Actually, this is a better. It even shows that I really would have been interested to buy over here. And why did I say 9:30? Did I mean 9:37? No, I didn't. Well, had I bought here, no, I would have got screwed. This is very clear buy for me in terms of price weighted volume accumulation. The reason is you can see here that it's all the volume, the price weighted volumes, they're all above this low level, very low level. Every time I see this, not every time, but like I would say like 90% of the time I see this, price always goes and jumps up. So it jumped up after here, as you can see. Like it was kind of short-term jump, and then there's kind of a signal to sell, and it's very short-lived. Rate of change indicator was telling me it's in a downtrend from here, and then it was kind of leaning towards an uptrend from here to here. So it said the trend would change, but it didn't change like very dramatically. So I would have been not interested. I would still be very skeptical even at this buy if I were just looking at rate of change. I'm not saying that that's not a good indicator. It's just saying that in this case, when a stock receives a lot of attention from news and starts to spike super high, I'll go with the price weighted volume accumulation distribution indicator, and that just means like I'll focus on volume and I'll focus on price for people who don't have my indicator. If you're interested in having my indicator, please send me a message at crosel@hotmail.com. Maybe I'll let you buy it from me or something. Gotta make that dough. Okay, so this was a good buy. These were two good buys, and this is my escalator slide overall trend indicator. Oh, I didn't look at another indicator, and that's this. It's just like another part of it, and basically this indicator tells me to buy under the clouds and sell over them. So I would have been okay with buying here. Let's double up. So I would have been okay with buying over here. I would have been okay with buying over here. I would have been okay with selling here. I would not have been okay with selling here. I would have been like kind of upset about it, but whatever. And then I would have held on. I would have held on, and I would have been okay with selling here. Would have gone down, and this looks like a good buy because there's a lot of confluence for even ADX or RSI, whatever you want to call it, is it's telling me that here is a good time to buy because there's a peak. See how it like gets really thick and then it goes quite thin? At the thickest part, that's going to be either a buy or a sell. So you can see here it's a buy over here, and you can see here it's a sell because it's much more thick. And you could buy again when it's, let's say, really thin, and you have, if you feel like it's going to keep going up. And one signal that's telling me that it's going to keep going up would be the fact that the line over here is getting thicker. This line, this indicator, my like buy sell indicator, I didn't name it yet, but basically it works just like ADX, and the bigger it's getting, it's like the more hot the stock is getting. And the colors, the background colors are based on slope, which means that the price is rising here, the price is rising here, and it falls over here. You can see the price fall, and yeah, and then the price goes crazy low over here, and it just kind of continues to go low, but it goes up a bit, it goes lower. Anyways, I would have been okay buying here, but I would really have to expect an uptrend, and I will tell you why I would have expected an uptrend. So basically, let's see. This is what I would have been seeing in real time, okay? I would have saw this. I would have saw an overall trend is uptrend. The overall trend strength is 47%. Now for me, if a stock is in an uptrend, I want to buy it. I'm kind of momentum trader, okay? So also price location is 30%. This is a very good price location for a stock that's uptrending. Like sometimes even if the price is, because you know I'm hoping that you guys use bands. So like for example, Bollinger Bands. So for me, I use these bands, and I have you can go find this indicator yourself, but there's such a thing as a Bollinger Band percent indicator, and basically it tells you where the price is in those bands. So I've included that in my indicator. So it tells me that the price is now at the 30% range, and if you study charts like me, you'll know that the price won't reach, well, not won't, but like if a stock is really hot, it will just stick to those upper bands like glue, and it will just keep going up and up and up and up, and it won't go down. And when it goes down, it will go like halfway. It will go like 50%. I'm sure you guys can relate to this if you're a trader. It will go down like 50% and it will jump back up, and it will keep on going down like 50% and it will jump back up to like 100 or 110, 120% of that band. So like, yeah. So yeah, so 30% in uptrend is really good if we're assuming that the trend the stock is really hot. Another thing that's really important is the fact that it says 9 and the fact that it says 1. Okay, so, and it's going up towards the parabolic stop and reverse like not buy indicator, but like basically this means the stock is trending down. It's like having a mini downtrend, okay? And this is, I have this as overall uptrend, and basically it's comparing, this from here to here versus here to here. It's saying this stock just dropped 18 cents, but previously it went up 34 cents. So the overall trend is uptrend. And basically the conclusion is to buy, and this conclusion is just based on the price location. So I mean, it's very short-term thinking here. And then it says previous down to up was 4 bars. So basically, sorry, it's divided by 2. So from this down to this up, it took 8 bars, okay? And currently, the down to up has been 6 bars. So what it's telling me is, oh, I forgot to do this. I'll have to change that, but that's okay. Not a big deal, is it? I hope not. Basically, what it's telling me is, previously it took 4 bars to really switch trends. Before, so after the first 4 bars of this, so let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, it decided it's going up. It went up. But from those first 4 bars, it could have went lower and whatnot. So here we have 6 bars, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 away from this, and the general trend is up, so it looks like it may uptrend. We had one false signal because, basically I said false signal because by 4 bars it should have went up halfway, and it didn't. It went up just a bit. It didn't switch trends kind of immediately. So if I hit play and I see that it's kind of, it still hasn't hit the bottom. Its price location is low, but it still hasn't hit the bottom. It may be a sign that it's going to uptrend. And 1 versus 9, I really like these odds, so I'm going to buy in here at 1.7. So if I had bought in at 1.7, I would have got to experience this, a bunch of uptrends, and I saw the price location is 131%. That's pretty damn good. I noticed RSI is now reaching a new high of 72.31. Everything's reaching a new high. I could be greedy and hold really long and then basically let go when I see the price falling. And in this case, I will, let's see, pass. Past resistance was this much. Yeah, I'll definitely hold on long. So I'm holding. It's going down a bit. I'm kind of upset about that, but that's okay because it's still an uptrend. Still quite strong. Yeah, I would have been upset to sell. I felt like I would have tried to sell over here. I think in reality I probably would have, but anyways. So it's hardly going down. I'm okay with that. It's still above the, I call it the stairs, the escalator. That's what I call it. You can see the escalator there. It's kind of cool. So it's still above the escalator, which is a really good sign, and it's thick. That's a very important sign. So it starts to jump up, starts to climb up the escalator. So the reason why this is very important is because when it's thin, let's just go backwards. If the price was going backwards, as the escalator becomes thin, it starts to want to fall through the escalator, and then it starts to go lower. So when this escalator is getting thicker, that gives me more confidence to stay on the escalator, or to stay in the trade. So I'm staying in the trade. Ideally, I want it to hit this line, and this line is like average resistance level. And I suppose I can keep this in mind because I want to sell it semi-close to there, but I also I want to pay attention to all my indicators. So it's going to be difficult, but I think I'll try my best. So 8 and previous, let's check this out. Previous up to down divided by 2 was 7 bars. So it took 14 bars to totally switch trends. And it took 7 bars to show that it might start switching trends. Okay, so 7 bars, I think it was, let's see, I don't know how many bars. It was like more than 7 bars over here. So basically what that meant was listen, it's probably not going to go down if it's not already heading down. So let's click play. I would have kept holding. Okay, now it's at 200%. I probably would have sold here, to be honest. I wouldn't have waited. I would have been totally happy. And look, there's a bit of divergence. So stock price is kind of going up and RSI is a little down. And also we're quite close to that point. Not that point, but we're close to average resistance for MACD. It's at 7 bars. We had 1 fake signal. So I don't know. I feel like if I had gotten over here at 1.69 or whatever, anything over here, I think I would have been happy to get out right here. I'm not that greedy. I would have got out right here. Let's see where I'm supposed to get at. So let's hit play. Wow, okay, would have went up right there. It hit the line. It doesn't always hit the lines, which is why I jumped out. But yeah, I definitely would have jumped out if it hit the line. I shouldn't say that because like sometimes it goes over. Okay, so let's assume that I got out at, what was it, 2.1? Got out at 2.18. I'm pretty sure it was something like that. It's at 2.25. Continued to play. It went down and then it went up even higher. And I'm not sure if I mentioned this before, but there's divergence here between the RSI and the price, and the MACD and the price. And what about the, no, not the price weighted volume. It would have been a good buy over here had I really wanted to jump in again. Or even, no, it's true. It would have been a good buy over here, or here, or here, even here. And it would have been a good sell right here. That would have been a good sell. And why is that? Because I can see the oversold areas with my price weighted volume indicator. Also, this is just a bad sign, more negatives. Oh, wait, no, it's not a bad sign, but yeah, it's not a horrible sign. And that's pretty much it for this chart. I'm done looking at CTEK. I would have been out of this, or I would have, if I had a margin account at this point, I probably would have tried to short it had I known it's going to do this. And if you want to take a look at what's happening, what is my indicator saying? It's saying uptrend strength is really low, price location is 5%, it says strong buy. And it's only saying that because it's looking at price location, it's not looking at anything else. So it's saying previously down to up took 8 bars, and we're at 0 bars. Whenever you see 0 bars, that basically means that trend is going to continue. And like whatever trend you currently see. So the current trend is down, probably going to continue to go lower. Yeah, that's what happened. And there's only one. Look at the difference, okay? Went up, hit the upper bands once, hit the lower bands 11 times. Really sticks. Like, I love this indicator, and it's so true. And in this case, it was like really uptrend, hit the lower bands once, and then boom. So this is a really good example of why this indicator is excellent. Yeah, I guess, yeah, the counting would be important here. That's it for CTEK. I spoke so much about it, and I hope you learned something from this chart, and hopefully my thought pattern helped you out with indicators and whatnot. Peace out.